to the RC barn. We're going to kind of change gears here a little bit and do a quick review of a high start. I don't know if any of you guys are glider pilots or whatnot. I built this stylus over the winter. Didn't put it on the channel, but just wanted something quick and fun to build without the confines of YouTube. So went ahead and built this. Took me about 3 to 4 weeks to build it. I got the plans on OutterZone. This is from RCM, I believe, 91. You can get, it's called the Stylus. It's a 1 meter glider. It's supposed to be hand launched for high lift applications. It's got a couple HS55 servos in it, and a battery, and a simple 2-channel radio in it. I've done some glide tests outside. Fly's glide tests show pretty good, but I needed a way to get it up, and these small gliders, you don't want a big heavy high start to do it, and I didn't have one. So I reached out to Scott Black at Skybench Aerotech and ordered up a mini high start. That's what this is right here. So I thought we'd do a little bit of a review, how to on this. Very nice quality. Got this in from Scott. Again, if this ain't your sort of thing, not a big deal to thumb through it or whatnot, but I thought I'd give him a little bit of a heads up here, or let you know that he is out there. He's a hell of a nice guy. So anyways, you get your rubber. This is surgical tubing. Stretches out. You get the anchor point here. You get the speed reel, which there again, very, very nice stuff here. This kit isn't super cheap. I think it's $90 for this one on his website. Here's the handles. You can see the nice things about it is that it's already tapered on one end, so that's going to make using it pretty nice. You get some laser cut plywood rings, a bunch of them here. A couple of steel rings for doing your knots. He said in the directions that these are for, so it doesn't get, has a way to unwind so it doesn't get twisted up. I know that's kind of important with a high start. These are heavy duty, and you get a section of line. Looks like good stuff here. Very packaged very nicely. And then the most important part is your parachute. And I don't know if you can see the quality of this thing, but he does say in the direction these are hand built by Mr. Kite. And I'll try to get you close on the stitching here. The nylon strings look super nice. It's already knotted. It's already got a ring on it. This is what attaches to the glider. So that's where we're at on that. Very nice instruction manual. He kind of goes through, gives you an introduction to high starts here. Typical launching sequences to use. Kind of a before you start, what's included in the kit, and then goes right into assembly here. And then you can see there's quite a few pages here. Really detailed instructions on how to assemble this part of it here. He says in there use C8 type glues to assemble it. And then obviously there's also pictures in here. The only thing that I think I would have done differently on this, he really goes into a lot of detail on how to build the Sky Start, or the speed reel here. And then kind of falls off after that. So that's what it looks like when it's done. It's got a, this is your board here that's in the center, and then to wind it up you stick that through there, and then you start winding it. So imagine the reels around here. So you just start winding it up, and that's supposed to hold the wheel in, which I'm sure that'll work just fine. But the other thing that I'm assuming he's thinking that this is probably not going to be going towards a beginner, but it could very well be, because a lot of guys, including myself, started out flying gliders before we moved on to power planes. They're slower, more docile, and get you, you don't have as many advanced controls with like a standard 2 meter, 1 meter glider. So, and no power, so you got to have a way to get it up. Now, this is more of a old school method of doing it. I've done this a lot in the past with a Dynaflight high start. My high start is extremely old. I don't know that I would trust it anymore. It's been sitting around for a long time. But like I said, I think my only beef is he goes in and says these are 2 great ways to tie a knot in there, but he doesn't really tell you, how to tie that knot. And that's where it kind of ends. And he also doesn't go into, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, Scott, if you're watching this, but he also doesn't go into much explanation onto, where the swivels are supposed to go. He includes these 2 rings. You get that, and that. So probably in there somewhere, I'll probably just reach out to him and ask him where the swivels are supposed to go and how they're supposed to get attached. But on this generic kind of how-to on high start launching, he's got it outlined here. Here's your rubber, here's your fishing line, which is this, your string, and then the parachute attaches to the back side of that, and then this goes to, like I said before, this goes to the high start on a hook. So as far as the hook on the glider goes, I'm not going to take this all apart, but it goes underneath here. You put it on your CG, wherever that's at. I've already outlined that, and I've already got it. I haven't made my hook yet, but basically you put I'm going to take a piece of threaded rod, probably 440 or something, nut it on one side, nut it on the other, and then it'll come out and back. And then you attach the ring, you pull the glider back, and once you get tension on it, you let go, and she climbs up in the air. So, pretty simple stuff here. I'm going to start, couple of things that you're going to need for assembly is obviously some CA glue. You got that here. And some sandpaper. He says to go ahead and sand it now. It feels like there's not much sanding that needs to take place here. It already feels like super nice. Scott doesn't mess around with his gliders, I'll tell you that much. And Scott Black, that's the owner of Skybench Aerotech. He's trying to bring back the some of the classic gliders that you have out there. We've actually got on the waiting list for the Skybird, which is an oversized bird of time. So anyways, that's kind of the rest there. Like I said, it doesn't, I don't really see much of a need to sand on this. And this is going to be a series where I'm going to kind of show you what is going on. We'll start doing some light assembly work here, following the directions. But what you can expect out of this video is probably going to take place over a couple weeks. So if you're watching this now, it's probably been over the course of a couple of weeks that I've been working on this and getting it ready to go. There's a couple overnights where there's one step where you glue half of it, you let it dry overnight, and then you glue the other half together. So again, you can just follow the directions that are outlined in here, like glue a wood collar to the end of each of the 2 handles. Pretty easy to do. So it's a little he does recommend tack gluing a lot of this together. I'm not going to do that. I don't really see much of a need to, especially with these like end collars here. He just said to make sure that they're perpendicular to each other, which I'm not. I would say flat. He did say to finish it after it was done. So that way it, yeah, that looks nice. There's that one. And then double up on the other side. Got some weird marks on that one already. Not that this thing ain't gonna get dirty and use. And he just recommended using a clear over it. I'm not gonna stain this, I'm just gonna clear it so it gets durable. And see, that one fits really snug. I know, so exciting. But anyways, what I was getting at with the Sky Start is we will. Almost didn't get it in time. Let's see. Looks pretty good. That's gonna fit in there like that. So anyways, I'll start, doing some assembly work here. Basically, you glue these collars in. You glue the sides, or you measure and glue the collars so that that way this fits. I think it's something like this. That's kind of weird how that side fits fine. We might have to do some adjustment there so that way but that sits up against there, and then this sits up against here. Like so. And then it creates a speed reel. Kind of like a speed wrench, really, if you're in the automotive world. But yeah, pretty simple to get it together. So I'll get it all glued together over the next few days, and then I'll clear coat it with. I'll get some of that clear and clear coat it. Do the 4 or 5 coats that he recommends, and then I'll bring it back when this is all assembled. This is going to be let's assemble the Sky Start. Let's make it look pretty, and then I'll show you how I do the hook on the stylus over there, and then we'll take it out to the field and get some use out of it. So that's going to be this whole video. Like I said, it might take several weeks to do it, but I'm waiting on parts for some other planes to come in, and some of it is showing up, but not all of it. So anyways, I'm going to get going on this, and in the meantime, you guys have a good one, and I'll bring it back when I got more of this done, okay? Alright, so this went together really well. I had to sand on the corners in here to get them to fit a little more, which he said might have to happen, but anyways, I went ahead and saved this thing all together so you can see how this works hand over hand. Pretty easy to wind it up. The other thing that I had the problem with was in the directions. Now, my dad back in the day showed me how to do that knot. Let's see if it'll focus here. Come on. Anyways, that knot there. I had to ask my wife how to do it because I'm like, I couldn't remember. This is what we end up with here. Focus. Focus. So I thought I would show you guys how to do it. Let me get another end here. Practice makes perfect, right? So you got your ring. Okay. So you make a little loop. And I'm not a Boy Scout by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of you probably already know what I'm doing here. But you slide this through here. Bring this around. Like that. Maybe make a loop. Put this through here. Bring this around here. That ain't right either. I'm not joking, I did this 2 seconds ago. like that. See how I did that? So undo it. I won't tighten it up too much here. Okay, so let me see if I can explain how to do this. I'll get you in here a little closer. Just in case some of you guys don't know how to do it here. Make a loop. Put your ring through here. See? If I can get my fingers to work here. Ring through. See? Like that. Bring this around. Grab. Like that. Should have a pretzel shape. Grab the ring. Pull. Tighten it up. And there you go. So we're going to do that there. I'm waiting for Scott's response to see where we should put the swivel. I kind of had a thought that it would probably go on the parachute end, but I'm not sure on that, so I'm going to wait for clarification from him. I shot him a Facebook message. So anyhow, that's where I'm at. We'll get this thing together here real shortly, and we'll have a high start again. So bring it back when I got more to show you. No, you don't have to film this.
I'm filming you.
I found a nut. It's still like, I'm going to find out right now. You staying out a little longer? Okay.
Have you hand launched that? Have you hand launched it?
Now the wind's changing fucking direction. I'm going for it. Going. Yeah, it's coming off way too early. Oh, heads up. Let's go. Whoa. Go with the wind. That's what happened there. Try it again. Go a little into the wind more now this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. wasn't bad. He's still oscillating a lot. Getting better, I think. I'm just trying to get it more into the wind now. As you can see, you can get a pretty quick turnaround on the high start. I think we'll come over here. Getting a feel for how tight it is.